been a deadly weekend on New Zealand roads, the road death toll 11 from Friday afternoon to Monday evening. It includes 4 teenage boys who died in a horror crash in Invercargill. Assistant Police Commissioner Bruce O'Brien joins me. Bruce, what was your initial reaction to what we saw over the weekend?
Yeah, so incredibly heartbreaking that we saw 11 people lose their lives, and in particular, our thoughts and sympathies go out to the 4 young people and their whānau and friends that lost their lives down in Invercargill. So from my perspective, I'm really frustrated that the same messages that we've been saying for a long time now are still not resonating with some people, and that's about, driving within the speed limits, wearing your seatbelt, not driving while impaired by alcohol predominantly, and people still driving along using their cell phones. So really disappointing, and these crashes are completely preventable.
What do you want Kiwis to take from this weekend's death toll? It feels police continue to put out the same message with what feels like very little or no change.
Yeah, look, it's such an important topic that can affect any one of us. So there is probably some complacency that's crept in, that people sort of think that it can happen to somebody else, but these crashes are indiscriminate. They happen anywhere, on any road, to anybody. And unfortunately, the tragic consequences that they have last with families forever. The opportunity that we have as a country, I think, is to take a bit of a step back and reflect what's happened in the last few days. 11 people losing their lives is just completely unacceptable. And look at what we can do as a collective to address this issue. As I say, there's some real good opportunities with the Road to Zero strategy around reducing death and serious injury by 40% by 2030. That will have a really big impact. But ultimately, the responsibility sits with drivers for themselves, their passengers, and other road users. And look, the messages are clear. The opportunities out there to work with your whānau and friends about basic principles about how you're going to get home after a night out having a few drinks. If that plan falls over, what's your backup plan? Who are you going to call to get home safely? So it's having those conversations, and as a collective, just not accepting this as an acceptable price to pay for people to use their vehicles.
You mentioned the Road to Zero campaign, which was launched not so long ago. Are you truly confident that we can get to 0 deaths on our roads?
I'm really confident that as a collective, if we all play our part, we've got the best opportunity by 2030 to reduce death and serious injury by 40%. 2050 is not that far away when you think about it. There's going to be advancements around technology and safety in vehicles. So I think there's a real opportunity. It's really ambitious, but we still need everybody to play their part, and police play a significant part of that, and we're fully committed.
Thank you for your time, Bruce. That's Assistant Police Commissioner Bruce O'Brien. For more on this and other stories, head to nzherald.co.nz. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.